might change it up today a little bit and just go for a dress. There's no she's and this, that and adding and taking away. It's just a dress. So I mentioned bows before, maybe there's an age for bows, and at the point I was making with the cross dress, which I will come back to with the bow, I'm still trying to figure it out and I've really not had a minute. So this is a dress from And Other Stories, which is a lovely, lovely store. Absolutely love it. I think it's partly EMELBY, if I'm not mistaken. Now, again, I don't know who you are, what your body type is or anything like that, but I work at the gym. My waist is very important to me. I used to have a waist like that. If anyone's interested about how to whittle down the waist at the gym, it is obviously mostly diet, but at the gym there's one machine that I use that it works well. Nobody else touches this machine. And one of my gym teachers in a class once said, you know, for your waist you should use this machine. There's never anyone on this machine. So I took this woman's advice. This was about 10 years ago. And I went on this machine which twists like this. Everybody else is on everything else. I have this machine to myself. And I thought, I'll do this every single day. I'm going off subject, but never mind. That's the way it is. I thought, I'll do this every day for 5 minutes. Now, the thing you have to understand, I'm going off subject, but never mind. Again, if you don't like it, just go and watch Coronation Street. And if you do like it, stay tuned. So, I think it's important to waist. Now, again, I'm just telling you things that I've done. It doesn't mean you have to go and do them. I'm just trying to sow little seeds in your head of things that have stopped me having a complex. I always had a complex that my waist was like that, and I wanted it to be like that. Not like that, just like that. So then you can wear these pretty dresses. So again, this machine in the gym, I will do a tutorial on it. I'm going to speak to the people in the gym and ask them if I can do a nice tutorial on it. And the one thing you have to know about sport in the gym is you can do this machine for 6 months. Nothing really happens. And that's the problem in life. People give up. Something in me told me, doesn't matter if you seize it. It's a very annoying machine. You've got to twist like that on one side and twist like that on the other. And you see no results. 0 results for 6 months. And then suddenly you start seeing it happen. And then you're motivated. So what I do is I add 5 minutes of my day, every day, on that machine. So, I started off at a certain weight, and you go up in increments, as you know. Totally off subject, but never mind. I keep saying that. Go up in increments. So what happens is, I see a few women have started doing it in the gym now because they see me doing it. And what they do is it starts at 5 and 10 kilos. 2 years later, they're still on the 10 kilos, swinging around in the breeze, have a cup of tea, and they say, I don't understand, nothing's happening. So I've said to them, okay, you start at 10 or 15 kilos, then you have to push yourself out of that comfort, go up to the 25. And I've told a lot of women this in the gym. Anyone think I was a guru? I know nothing about anything, but I know this. And then I told them you have to go. I said, it'll be very hard, and you think, no, I'm going back up to the 15. Don't go back up to the 15. Do one like this. Do one like that, and the next day, this is my own technique, I made it up, but it worked for me, and I've got a small waist, so maybe I learned something about it. The next, you do one, that's very hard. The next day, force yourself to do 2. You'll be surprised. You thought you could only do 1, but you can do 2. And the next day, you do 3. And the next day, and you keep going up, and force yourself to add just 1 rep on this machine every day. And even if it's boring as hell, it's 5 minutes of your day. Maybe it's not important to you to have a small waist, but it just helps me. I'm only talking about me. I'm not telling anybody else what to do. So, the thing with those kind of machines, or any machine in the gym, I'm sort of going on to sport, it's another area, but still. The dress, more or less, explains itself. One thing about the gym is you can go for 6 months and you see 0 results, and it's very, very debilitating. It's very, very annoying because you say, I'm putting in all the effort, nothing's happening. And then suddenly it happens. Now, the way I compare it in my head is like, you know when you're whisking egg whites, and I remember at school, when I was in my school, we did this cookery O-level. Sounds very silly. And we had that whisk. These are the people that were born in the 60s. We had that whisk that went, I mean, it's speak to somebody today, they have no idea what you're talking about. But ladies, you're my generation, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing to do with the dress, off subject, never mind. We had those whisks where you go zzz, and the egg whites would just not move. And everybody else's egg whites with these big fluffy things. And then, you know, you see the transition from the egg whites being the albumen, as they call it, to going to those big frothy mountains. You get that, finally. So that's how I think of it. I'm plodding on, but I know that the day will come where the waist will start whittling. I know it will come. You've just got to believe in it and have the resilience to keep going back, going back, going back, going back. For those of you who can't afford a gym, hate the gym, never want to step foot in a gym, I do have some other ways of whittling down your waist that you can do at home. Doing the side plank, where you do that on the side. That works very, very well as well. There's different ways of doing things. There's millions of people out there telling you how to get you in shape and all the rest of it. So these parts of the video, I'll take it or leave it. So back to the dress, and then I'm very tired. I've got to go to bed, even though it's what time? 4:45, I'm going to bed. So the dress is under the stories. I bought it about 3 years ago, but I did notice that they had it back in the store this year, exactly the same dress. So it must have been, I don't know. Sometimes things come back and sometimes things are gone forever. I think it was about 69 euros. And I think I bought it for a wedding, and I probably might, on one occasion, I bought it at full price. And I think it was 55 euros, about 50 quid. Now I was going to talk about the shoes, but then you'll see the bottom half of my legs, which I don't like. So maybe I won't talk about the shoes. So I just want to say, I bought this dress for a wedding, and again, I've talked about this before. For a wedding, you always feel this obligation to wear the heels and the fancy shoes, because that's what people do. Now, I've started wearing my white flat trainers, or some of the, I'm so tired. I've started wearing white trainers with my dresses at weddings, because what people do is they bring the trainers with them to change. So I do that, I wear my heels for about 5 minutes and then I change. And you can just relax. Now, this dress I have never worn again. I've worn it just the once for a wedding. But I'm inspiring even myself by wearing it today. I went to a wedding, it's been about 2-3 years ago. The person whose wedding I went to dropped me a line and tell me, you know who you are. And even I've not worn this again because I've never found the right occasion. So maybe you've got some ideas to give me about when to wear this dress. If I was invited in Paris to a lovely Sunday brunch out in the countryside on a beautiful summer's day, I would wear this dress. But nobody has invited me in Paris, and they never will, because that's not Parisian life. You're on your own, you're on your own. When you're on your own, you're not going to just wear this dress to walk around. So it's a very, very, very pretty dress. I realise it's sleeveless. We all have our arm things as well. So I'm not saying buy this dress. I'm just giving you, again, hints and tips. If you've got a small waist and you don't like your hips, do something that shows off the waist. So, and this has got pockets and that. You know, if you're feeling a bit shy and a bit, you know, it's a party, put your hands in your pockets, pull your shoulders back and show people you're confident. Bye for now.